questions for the players after that. Coach?
We scheduled this game to see where we were. We wanted to see where we were early, so we had time to fix it. I think that's exactly what we got out of it. We have a lot of things we can fix. We can get a lot better. And we know where we're at. That's a very good basketball team. That team is going to be playing deep in March, and we want to be too. And if we buckle down and fix the things we need to, there were some really eye-opening things that we need to get under control, then we'll get 15 points better from this loss.
Questions for the players, please. Cora?
Janiah, I just feel like at times you guys struggle defensively, maybe to either in transition or just to get into half-court defense after getting on the court. Just what were you seeing defensively tonight from you guys?
I think we just need to do a better job of matching up. Also too, I think we talked about it a lot. Just getting prepared for this game was getting back on defense, and I think we didn't do that well, especially that last play. I didn't get back that last play. We was up, then she got that layup. Things like that. Those are things that really hurt if you continue to let it happen. So I think making sure we match up and making sure we're getting back on defense it's really important.
Ryan?
Talaysia playing 31 minutes tonight. Where's your cardio at compared to last year?
It's great. Just doing what we do and what we work in and day out. We press 24/7, so of course we're gonna be in shape because we practice full court everything.
Cora?
Talaysia, your shot looked really smooth tonight. Looked like you maybe more confident this year. Just how much did you work on that in the off season, and how confident did you feel with that tonight?
I felt confident. We practice on threes every day in practice. Coach Kim wants us to put up threes. So that's something I emphasize on. Just getting that better and really locking in towards that, so I can be unguardable.
Jack?
Talaysia, you were even with NC State on rebounds tonight. Just where do you think that part of the game is so far?
That's something we emphasize every day in practice too. Rebounds. We didn't box out well tonight, and I feel like that's something we can grow in as we go farther down the line.
Cora?
Janiah, where do you feel like the next step is for this team offensively? I felt like sometimes maybe you guys were putting up shots too quickly, or maybe not getting to the paint enough. Just where do you feel like you guys need to take a step?
Being obsessed with just sharing the ball, and not getting, I think, this is our first game. Maybe we were nervous. Maybe we were, it's a big game, but I think just sharing the ball and getting the ball to the players that need to shoot the ball. You know what I'm saying? Just not getting rushed, not feeling like we have to just shoot it just because we're open, things like that. I think we just need to slow down, if I'm being honest.
Ryan?
Janiah, Jada seemed to have a strong college debut. What do you think about what she did as a freshman?
I'm proud of her. Jada, she's going to be an X factor for us, the whole season, especially just with what our roster is right now. We're asking a lot from our freshmen. So I think if she continues to bring that energy, we need her to rebound more, but if she continues to bring that energy and make her shots, then it's exactly what we need.
Caleb?
Talaysia, there were several moments tonight you were talking to the freshmen on the court, kind of building to that point. What are you telling them in a game like this where it's their first official college game and it's tight going back and forth?
We need you. We believe in you that you can do it. We see it every day in practice. Just practice how we play. Play how we practice and do the small things like effort. That's all we need.
I'll take one final question for the players. Cora?
Just for both you guys, but just NC State obviously has really talented guard with good handles. They're speedy, but just felt like they weren't as affected by full court press, the pressure you guys are putting on them. Where did you kind of notice most of the breakdowns in the press tonight?
We let them go full court. Like Zoe Brooks broke our press by herself. We didn't rotate how we were supposed to. We didn't do what we practiced. If I'm being honest, that wasn't what we practiced, and it showed. And it got our ass kicked. Could you repeat that question?
Just where were you noticing the breakdowns in the press the most, or why you guys weren't able to affect them as much with the pressure?
Like tonight said, just getting beat up the sideline, not rotating in the back line, and we wasn't over communicating.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. Questions for Coach, please. We'll start with Jack.
Camille Pierre had a pretty good game tonight. Just you mentioned that being a point of emphasis guarding her. Where do you think you lacked in that area?
I don't think we guarded her at all. She's a really good transition player. I think she's one of the best players in the country. And she hit some really tough shots where we did a good job defensively, and then she had some that are wide open. But I mean, right down there towards the stretch, she hit some that we were in position, we had high hands, and it was her night. But again, she probably averages 12, 15 rebounds on us. We can't seem to find her on a box out. And if we do get a stop, she'll go get it and put it back in.
Cora.
Kim, that last play of the game, it didn't look like you guys got it inbounded where you wanted to on the court. Just what were you looking for in that possession?
Oh, we got a good shot on it. We won it. Oh, the very last play.
Yeah.
No, we were trying to get the ball into Mia's hands, and she had the read, so she was open, but it wasn't it was the first option, not the second option. And a lot of those things are just growing pains that we're going to have to get through in basketball IQ, and the read sometimes trumps the call.
Right.
Kim, there's been some confusion on the technical foul on Janiah. What was the explanation you got from the officials on why that was called?
They said she was taunting.
Caleb and then Jack.
Building on the foul point, Kim, just what did you feel about the discrepancy tonight and how much your team fouled tonight?
Yeah, we knew fouls was going to be a problem. We talked about it. I think I've said it publicly that fouls were going to cost us, and they absolutely did. I think they had 32 points from their second chance points and their made foul shots combined. And you gotta try to get some of those points back.
Jack and then Cora.
How would you assess where your rebounding is so far at this point in the season?
I was not pleased with any of it. You know, they have a 6'6" center, but it's SEC play. You're going to have to find a way to go get it. So we're going to show a lot of those clips of us just not crashing. And a lot of times we left Z down there by herself, and I thought Z did a really good job protecting the rim for us, going to snatch those downs. But she needs help. She needs to do her assignment, and then somebody else needs to go grab it. Offensively, I thought we kicked it in late to go get the offensive rebounds, but we need to do it consistently.
Kim, it felt like the things you were concerned about Sunday came true tonight. Janiah's talking about, this is what we practice. Just how does this team get the practice to translate to games? Is that just going to take time for them?
Yeah, I think it takes time. I think now we have a beautiful teaching point. We have film and a one possession game. So as a coach, it sucks. It hurts. You don't want to sit up here after a loss. You'd much rather be going home after a win. But I do believe that we'll learn more from it because we did lose. They'll take things a little bit more seriously. They'll see themselves on the film and try to make a change.
We'll go to the back row on the right.
Yes, ma'am. You've kind of spoken on this a little bit, but to sort of meet NC State halfway and not wait for an ACC-SEC challenge, but to do this now, how big is that, and how big is it for college basketball in general to have these sort of neutral site games like this?
Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's good for the game. I think it's good to put some good product on the TV early in the year. Everyone's really excited that basketball is here, and they want good games to watch. And again, it was more so about us picking the best team that would play us and making it as hard as possible for 8 new players, and just to kind of set the bar of, all right, this is where we need to get to be, because again, that team is going to play for a very long time. They're very well coached, they're talented, and we gotta, if we play them again in 5 months, we have to look like a different team.
We'll go to the left side on the aisle and then Cora.
Kim, just how important was it to see your veterans mentoring your freshmen in this game, and especially in a time like this?
Yeah, it's invaluable to have leadership. I always want player-led teams. Our freshmen did a good job in their debut. I'm sure they were nervous. I'm sure it was a big stage for them, a little bit different than being in our exhibition, and they're going to learn a lot from this, and they will all be different by the end of the season.
Just offensively, kind of similar question for you. It felt like at times too many quick threes, not getting to the paint enough. Just where's your biggest point of improvement offensively for this team?
I think we need to share the ball. To kind of echo what Janiah said, is sometimes we were just taking really bad shots. I mean, our percentage is really hard for me to look at because we've spent so much time talking about offensive efficiency and taking good shots and paint touches and sharing the basketball and one more and so many assists, and we spent so much time watching film on that and breaking that down for them, and then we just got under the lights and we just took shots that had no chance of going in, especially in the fourth quarter. Maybe those ones just hurt the most, but it seemed like once we saw a lead, we kind of just wanted to make the home run play as opposed to the plays that were working for us.
Caleb.
Kim, we haven't seen much where your team has more turnovers than the team you're playing. What was NC State doing so well that kind of prevented those turnovers?
I think they did a really good job of spacing us out. We failed to cut the sideline off and fly around. At the end of the day, unless the stat sheet is wrong, we had 16 points off of our turnovers. I think that could be higher, but that's why we do what we do. We're scoring off of them. So again, if that's 20, we win. And so just a few more opportunities to go. The back line of our press is not where it needs to be. We knew that coming in. We knew that our back line gets stuck and didn't want to rotate up. We talked about it, and again, the lights turn on and we revert.
Cora.
You've been kind of preaching about how good Talaysia Cooper has looked in preseason. I thought she honestly looked like a different player in some ways, just more confident, change of pace with the ball in her hands. Just what did you like about her tonight?
I like that she had 7 assists and 1 turnover. Right, you can look at the points, the rebounds are good. She could have gotten more offensive rebounds. She probably should have boxed out a little bit better, but for her to have 7 assists is a really big, I know that is important to her. I know she hates turning the ball over. I know it's important for her to get people open. We've really been working on the right reads with her and setting her players up for success, and I think tonight was a good start.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.